Welcome to Dr. Rao's Temple of Learning. This is your YouTube channel, Spiritual Management Course. This is 11th small independent discourse presented to you entitled Time as a Fourth Dimension. What is it? Yes, this is Dr. A.P. Rao, Vice President, Telecom Division, HPLI India Private Limited, MIDC Ranjangaon, Pune, Maharashtra. Understanding through the course of spiritual management says that the time is most invaluable. We can purchase or obtain money by spending time, but we cannot purchase time by spending money. The combination of science and spirituality gives us an idea that how to learn about dimensions. In Hindi or Sanskrit it is called ayam in general, and time as a dimension in particular. We are aware of east, west, north and south directions. The Indian mythology says that there are further subdivisions in the dimensions as northeast, west north, southwest and southeast. They are known to be the directions representing the elements and energies. What is time? We say the time is important, utilize it carefully. The time that has passed away never comes back. The further we shall be able to see tomorrow, but yesterday we can never observe. All this is true. But why so? Why can't we see the past physically? Suppose you are observing a star Sirius in the night sky. This star is also called dog star, or in Sanskrit it is called Vyad or Lubdhak Tara. This bright star Sirius is 8.6 light years away from us. Light year simply means the light that can travel in 1 year with the velocity of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That means the light hitting your eye in the night sky has been traveling for 8.6 light years to reach to you. When you look at Sirius tonight, you see it as it was 8.6 light years ago. Thus, because of the finite speed of light, when you gaze up into the night sky, you are looking into the past. That is, in one way, we are seeing the past, but of course, presently. What science says about time? Einstein discovered scientifically that time is relative, that is not independent. According to the theoretical physicist Carlo Rovelli, time is an illusion. Understand that he is one of the top level scientists of the world who is saying time is an illusion. We keep this information even without the knowledge of science also. When you are watching a movie of your choice, says yourself, oh, is it over? And while in any lecture, look to your watch more than once. When the time does not pass, we understand that one is in sorrow mood. When it passes quickly, one is said to be in happy state. Spiritual management says that time is related to and affected by one's feelings also. According to the strange theory, the universe operates with 10 dimensions. And incidentally, Indian mythology also says that there are 10 dimensions as shown in this picture. The beauty of Indian mythology, every direction is branded for different energy forms and characteristics. For example, when we speak about the direction east, it is for the fire direction, and the characteristic is that of awareness. Similarly, if we speak about the west, north, south, or even southeast, southeast for example is the direction known for the ancestors, Purvaj, and the characteristic is that of the spirit or Atma, or the up center is for the higher spirits. In Sanskrit, they call it Devloka, and the down center is called the underworld, or Hades, they call it Patal Loka. So, without knowing our present day science, the Indian mythological scientists have characterized the directions and the feelings or the awareness or the willingness or the thinking as characteristic for different directions. The science indicates that the time is the fourth dimension as those of the length, width, and thickness. The time has passed away means we have moved ahead of that time. In other words, we have passed that particular part on the time axis. This must be same as on moving in three known axes normally denoted as x, y, and z, with the only difference that we cannot move forth and back on the time axis. Thus, we say the time that has gone never come back. Our presence in present is only present. Our presence in present is only present, neither yesterday nor tomorrow. We are unable to make any movement on time axis, nor can we visualize physically other than present. Actually, human beings are three-dimensional viewers. So we can see and move forth and back on the three axes, but cannot even understand about the fourth dimension, to what we call as the axis of time. We can understand only the present time. We cannot figure out or direct that this is the time axis as that of the x, y, or z directions. In fact, a one-dimensional viewer can see only a dot, a single point in front of him, and cannot understand the presence or concept of a line, that is continuous repetition of dots in a row, as shown in the figure 1D. A two-dimensional viewer can understand length and width, but cannot be explained about the thickness. This is two-dimension or two-dimensional viewer. We can experiment with our own. Close one eye and view a long distance object for some time. You will be surprised that the thickness of the object is not visible. That the third dimension has lost, that is, third dimension cannot be viewed through two axes. With same rule, the fourth dimension of time is not understandable to us as we are the human beings and three-dimensional viewers. To create an n-dimensional cube, we take two copies of the n-1 dimensional cube and connecting corresponding corners, and this will be the 4D object. You can see this 4D object in the picture. We can also project a cube on a sphere to understand this. It's like this. This is called stereographic projection, where we radially project the edges of the 3D cube, that is the left image, to the surface of sphere to form a beach ball cube that is shown in the right. This is how we understand the 4D object. Therefore, religious concept of third eye of Lord Shiva seems to be scientific. Based on this concept, a photographic advancement has given us 3D effect movie on the 2D screen. That is why it may be said true that if by meditation the third eye within us is made active, the fourth dimension can be understood, as we will become four-dimensional viewer then. Through this, the movement on fourth time dimension may be possible. Probably, advanced stage of present-day science shall witness this action as a physical experiment in the years to come. So as a concluding remark for this 11th small independent discourse, we can say that the combination of science and spirituality gives us an idea that how to learn about time as a dimension. Spiritual management says that time is related to and affected by one's feelings also. The beauty of Indian mythology, scientific strange theory, and the spiritual management approach all suggest us that the universe has 10 dimensions, and that probably advanced stage of present day science shall witness the forth and back movement on the time axis as a physical experiment by using new technologies in the years to come. This is all for this discourse. Thank you very much, and as usual, I complete this discourse with the shlok from Veda, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Means it appears you can take as much as you want from the nature and still you will be left with as much. Thank you. Thank you very much.